Good morning, everybody. Welcome to episode 1 of the van build. It is December 1st. I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. As you can see, it is disgusting outside, so we're gonna use this time to go ahead and work on the van. We got some exciting stuff going on right now. Again, I have a blog for the van. If you're into that sort of thing, I'm kind of behind as far as the video goes. But if you're into blogs, go ahead and check it out. Put the link in the description. And before this lens gets too wet, we'll go ahead and hop inside. So here it is, guys, the camper van build. I started this build because I needed something to pull the race car with. I had a 97 4Runner that was a V6, and I absolutely loved it. No intentions of selling it, but I realized that its towing power was far less than what I needed to accomplish what I have going on. So I sold that, and I bought the van shortly after and started the overhaul on this guy with the money that I got from the 4Runner. So as you know, I'm running Formula Drift Pro 2 next year, and I'll be traveling all around the country driving in the series. So one thing that I'm really interested in is trying to cut down on costs wherever I can, including lodging. So this is going to be my hotel on wheels. So I guess we'll start up front and work our way back. So when I bought this van, it was owned by a construction crew. They did concrete work for, I don't know, however many years since it was new. But yeah, so it was absolutely thrashed. Everything up here was disgusting. I mean, there was concrete stuck to the floors, like literally everywhere. This up here was all like, it's almost like you can see how that's darker. This whole thing was like a grayish. It was disgusting. If you go onto the blog, you can see from its beginning stages to where it is now, and everything in between. I spent days in here scrubbing everything by hand with solvents and brushes. It was a lot of work. But anyway, up front we have a nice clean little setup. So this is kind of where I started, and it was nice because once I got all this taken care of, I could kind of see the vision. You have to excuse all this mess. Obviously, it's a work in progress, but so I pulled all the plastics out and painted everything this nice black with some interior trim paint just to get everything tidied up. And then fortunately for me, my wife is a very talented fashion designer, and she went ahead after we took a trip to the fabric store. She hooked up these awesome visors, stitched all the way around, and that's kind of our theme up front. So we got the faux suede headliner going. It's kind of been like a thing of mine. I've had a suede dash in a couple of my cars, drift cars anyways. But yeah, so this whole deal here, you can just barely see the final stages of it, thank God. But so underneath here, and both walls and the floor, there is like a 1-inch thick polyiso insulation board. And so this thing is heavily insulated. It's got sound deadening mats on the walls, well, really everywhere. And then that's followed up by the insulation board. And then everything is covered with aluminum foil tape, and then this Reflectix bubble wrap to create one continuous water vapor barrier to keep everything dry and prevent it molding and everything. So in the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we got the plywood done on the walls and the floor, thankfully. And as you can see, our project now is going to be the ceiling. So we got all my wires going in, well, have been in, and that's all ready. So the final step is going to be getting this ceiling put up. We got I found these at Home Depot, actually. They're really sweet. They're cedar planks, which I love cedar. Our mailbox post is cedar. It's kind of cool. It smells amazing. But for some weird reason, they come out of the box and they're like covered in fiberglass. I don't know why, but I took kind of a throwaway microfiber and just went ahead and got those cleaned up. So yeah, I mean, we got the doors. We got some attic insulation that went into big Ziplocs, and then we'll be covering those up with the Reflectix insulation. So yeah, as we move forward, we're almost to the phase of building furniture and stuff like that, so it's getting pretty exciting. But today's project is going to be finishing out this roof, and hopefully we can go ahead and get that done. I think I'm going to set you guys down somewhere around here in a nice stable spot. I'm going to try to get a little time-lapse action going. Hopefully this looks pretty good. So in the van, I've got my lighting set up to run these little LED puck lights that I got on Amazon. They're just standard 12-volt LEDs that I will have on a dimmer. So these guys are pretty neat. You just, you drill, I believe it's a 1 3/8, maybe it's 2 3/8. You drill a 2 3/8 hole saw and whatever you're gonna mount them to, and they snap nice and flush into the ceiling. So I'm gonna be running those, and we're running into some serious issues with the alignment of our boards. So we just had to do some measuring and some calculating. So basically, where the hole needs to go is like right in here, and that's obviously in between two boards. So we just measured in, and I'm gonna have to drop my hole saw in right there and kind of notch this board halfway and see how it works out. Excuse my super ghetto lighting setup, but yeah, like I said, the garage is far from where it needs to be, and I've been so busy during the week that I've just kind of been neglecting this whole situation. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and drill this out, and we'll see how it works when we get back in the van. So I had to get a little creative on the second half here. You can see I've got kind of an outline, maybe kind of hard to see, but I've got a pencil outline here, just lightly, of the second half of the hole saw. So basically I went inside the van and just basically dropped this around where it needed to go, like that, traced around it, and then since I wasn't able to get a pilot hole on it, I went ahead and drilled a pilot hole in this piece, and then clamp this on top so that the pilot hole will go down in here and keep the hole saw nice and centered while it notches this out. Alright guys, so if only that went as fast as it did for you, but as you can see, we got the roof in. So the cedar planks are in and they are looking sick, honestly. We are super pleased with this. I mean, all in all, it went in pretty well. It really didn't fight us a whole lot. I'd say some of the most tricky parts was making these guys match up, but you can see, honestly, thanks to my wife. She was killing it with the measurements and things. We both work on a regular basis with measurements and stuff, but her job sets her up with a pretty awesome set of skills that has really been helpful for this. It's always cool to have two heads, working on one project, because she brings a lot to the table and we kind of work off of each other, so it's nice. Yeah, so this is done, and so now, as you can see, I can finally get rid of these dangling wires. We're gonna go take a dinner break, but I'm gonna do my best to try to get these lights put in tonight and get them wired, and then I would also love to get the bezel put in around the fan. And if I could do those two things, then the ceiling would be 100% done, and then we can start thinking about building our furniture. Okay, got my little toolkit together now. So these are the lights. I showed them to you in the garage, but yeah, I just got them on Amazon. They're just I can't remember if they're cool or warm, but just good old white LEDs. They got these springs that hold them in. It's a really simple design. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna have these on a dimmer switch, but you know, it's pretty standard, just positive and negative connection there. So I'm gonna go ahead and trim these up, get them soldered in, and then I wanted to show you this too. It's all black heat shrink. It's just a nice assortment that I got also on Amazon. I'll go ahead and throw the links to these in the description. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm almost out of solder, so hopefully I can make it last. But if not, I'll have to go get some. Alright. Oh yeah. I'm very happy with that. I mean, nice and flush. Everything is good to go. I can maybe, I think we'll see. The whole back edge here still needs to be fastened. You know, I'm gonna have something that goes here to hold these up, so these are just kind of hanging free at the moment. So this board on the right is a little low, but once it's up, you know, it'll be nice and flush. So yeah, that's the gist of it. So cool. I'm really hyped on that. That looks great. Now I just have 5 more to do. So I ran out of solder halfway through the lights, and in my determination to finish tonight, I'm grabbing more. So it is now 8 o'clock p.m. and as you can see, it is extremely dark. I got this little light with me. But hopefully that is all about to change. So I'm in the van, and I got the roof done. So we were able to get everything I wanted to get done today. We got the oh, that actually looks kind of cool. We got the bezel in for the vent fan, and then we got all 6 of our LED lights plugged in. So as you can see here, I got the I got the wiring ghetto rigged to the rear cargo lamp. So I'm gonna go up front, and I got both of the zones. So there'll be a dimmer switch there, a front zone and a rear zone. I tied both of them together and got some jumper cables and hooked them up to the rear cargo lamp. So I'm gonna go up front here, flip this switch. It's gonna go dark for here for a second, and if all goes well, we will have light. Make my way up here, let the suspense build for a minute. Really what's happening is I can't find the switch. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh my god! Yes! It works! It works! Man, this looks sick! Oh, this is so sick! This is so sick! This is so sick! Alright, I have to go get Amber and show her this. Dude, this is so rad. It literally looks like a little hotel room in here right now. Oh my god. And stupid old me, I went against Greg, my van mentor. If I haven't mentioned him on the vlog yet, Greg Vergo. If you're interested in building vans at all, or just you like watching, you know, anything about van building on YouTube, you need to look at Greg Vergo's channel. He's been a huge inspiration to me and super helpful. He's kind of walked me through the process. You know, I've taken a lot of notes from him, and one of the things he recommended was to test all of the continuity in your wiring beforehand. And yeah, so you guys are witnessing my live continuity test. But as you can see, everything is good, all is well, life is great, and yeah, we have light, so this is awesome. And I guess that's gonna do it for episode 1 of the van vlog. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this so far. You can expect a lot more to come, because after the ceiling being finished, that leaves us to really start building furniture. And obviously we have some areas like up here in the corners that need to be fixed. We need to get the walls, you know, or the doors, sorry, you know, paneled out and everything like that. But we've got a lot of details to work out. So for now, I'm just gonna continue being stoked on this. See you later.